Oh, Andrew, I'm so excited to be here. My first time in Los Angeles, the city of angels.
This city needs all the angels it can get. Here you go. Don't want you to forget your sunblock, because Tess said I should keep an eye on you, and I'm not taking any chances.
Where is Tess?
I don't know. But until she shows up, I'm the stand-in. It's a movie term.
You know, Andrew, I've never actually been to a movie. Tess never wants to go.
Well, you know, Tess isn't a big fan of Hollywood. The last time she was here was in the 50s, and oh, that was a bad time. For people and angels.
But it says in my guidebook that Hollywood was the dream factory.
But for a lot of people, it was a nightmare. And for some, it still hasn't ended. Welcome to the world of Libby Glazer. She owns a talent agency over there. But her real talent is for survival.
Miss Glazer, I was just on my way to
Did you pick up this? The fax? Just sitting on the fax machine? What does it say here?
Confidential.
By now it's probably in Letterman's monologue.
I'm sorry, Miss Glazer.
Everybody's got an excuse. The guy in the mailroom was in the John. Now he's out of a job. So are you.
Everyone is so afraid of Libby. She is one of the most powerful women in Hollywood. With a very powerful secret.
Drinking? Is that her secret?
No. That is her solution. She thinks that if she drinks enough, the pain will go away. It's a pain that started such a long time ago, when she was a little girl. She doesn't even remember.
Helping her to remember. Is that my assignment?
Not just remember. Forgive. Libby has been living a lie. And she doesn't even know it. And when she finds out the truth, it's gonna drive her straight to the edge.
When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
No, you listen to me. I don't care if he's out of town. He's the head of the Hollywood Screen Guild. He's got to check in for messages. This is Libby Glazer. I've already called once this week. Do you know who I am? No, I will not hold. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Who are you?
I'm Monica, your new assistant.
Hello? I hate Hollywood. Getting this phone call return is like trying to get a phone call from God.
Maybe I could help you.
You? Oh, please. If I can't get through with my connections, you haven't got a prayer. Now, if you're going to be my assistant, let's get something straight. Around here, God's in the details, and I'm God. I want to see every piece of mail, every script, every fax as soon as it comes in. No excuses. My first commandment is, thou shalt not forgive.
God does forgive.
Not in L.A. Take it from me, I grew up here with a movie star for a mother. That's her.
She's very beautiful, your mother.
Beautiful, yeah. But she didn't have a lot of time for the mother part.
Is your father in the movies, too?
Not in them. He wrote them. But he died a long time ago in a car accident.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's Daddy in Washington. He was one of the biggest writers in Hollywood till he was blacklisted.
Blacklisted?
He sacrificed everything for what he believed.
It must have been wonderful to have a hero for a father.
I don't remember him. And neither does this town. I'm a child of the blacklist, Monica. If you want to work for me, you better find out what that means.
Are you a member of the Communist Party? Or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
The blacklist was a product of the Cold War. It was a time in this country when fear of communism shattered a lot of lives and families, like Libby's. You know, it all began with naming names. People who were even accused of being un-American. They lost their jobs. Friends betrayed friends, and marriages were broken apart. And Libby's father, Bud Glazer, he couldn't work for the last 6 years of his life. Well, at least not under his own name.
No wonder Libby's so angry that people don't remember.
Well, that's why Libby's trying to get in touch with the Hollywood Screen Guild. You see, they're honoring the victims of the blacklist, and Libby wants to make sure that her father's remembered.
How can I help her?
You can start by answering the phone.
Hello, Libby Glazer's office? Yes, could you hold, please? Miss Glazer, I have the head of the Hollywood Screen Guild on the phone. Yes, I do have a few connections.
You just became the best assistant that Libby has ever had because you've got connections that she can't even imagine.
So, it looks as if Libby's father will finally get the recognition he deserves.
Yes. For writing one of the greatest movies ever made.
Salvation's Child, starring Vera King.
Libby's mother.
And Clive Hathaway.
Whoa, girl, it's not even noon. I don't look good, you don't get your 10%.
Clive, this isn't about a job. I just found out the Hollywood Screen Guild's going to honor Daddy at a special ceremony for blacklisted writers and restore his credit on Salvation's Child.
Oh, that's wonderful. Congratulations, Libby. Does your mother know?
I'm going to tell her at lunch. Now, the Guild wants us both to accept the award. I'd like you to present it.
Me?
Who else? You were Daddy's best friend and Mother's leading man.
Maybe I will take that drink.
Bud, you're not a commie. They're not just targeting communists. They're after Jews, Negroes, teachers, lawyers.
Bud, this isn't Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. This is Washington Goes After Mr. Smith. Bud, if you want to keep writing pictures, you're going to have to start thinking about your future.
I am. I'm thinking that it is up to me to make this world a better place. For my kid. Vera's pregnant. We're gonna have a baby.
Baby.
Clive, your drink.
Libby, I'd be honored to present that award, if it's okay with Vera.
Thanks.
Dom Perignon? What's the occasion?
The Guild wants to honor Daddy at a special screening next week. Finally, the opening credits on Salvation's Child are going to say written by Bud Glazer. Mother? What's wrong? I thought you'd be over the moon.
I am. Oh, I am. I just... It brings back so many memories.
Mother? Mother?
Your father loved champagne. Well, not the champagne, really, the bubbles. He always said, the best things never last.
I wish I could remember him.
Sometimes it's better to forget. It was such a painful time.
The Guild wants us both to accept the award. I've asked Clive to present it.
Clive, I am not standing on any stage with that man.
What have you got against Clive? Why can't you ever say anything nice about him?
He was your father's friend, not mine.
Well, he's my friend, too, and he was my very first client. Clive gave me my start in this business.
And I gave you the strength to survive it.
This isn't a competition. This is about Daddy. Can't you get up on that stage for 5 minutes and just pretend? It's called acting.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm really not very hungry.
You gotta watch those sprockets.
Any word from Tess?
No, but don't worry. She will show up before the final reel.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with...
Wait, what? Did you say invisible? It's indivisible.
Indivisible.
Although maybe invisible's a better word.
Now I intend to name names. If a single word I say today is
What's
not
wrong, Daddy?
then the men named can start those
Libby,
libel suits.
you see this man?
That they have been talking about
His name is Joe McCarthy. He's a very bad man.
to briefly discuss some individuals whom I can... But I want to remind them of...
America's #1 dummy gets a college degree. Very nice.
I love Charles McCarthy.
Yeah? Me too. Come here. Come on, jump up here. Arr!
This is one of Daddy's home movies. We thought they were lost. Monica, I have to know who sent this. Maybe there's more. Who's running the mailroom now?
I don't know.
Well, find out and get him up here. Go, 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 go.
Excuse me, could you tell me who's in charge of the mailroom?
I am.
Ah, Tess, it's so good to see you.
Hello, Miss Wings. Welcome to Hollywood. Not my favorite postmark. Oh, it looks like Libby got her delivery.
Do you know about this? She said that it's been lost for years.
Oh, nothing's ever lost. Not really.
But after so many years, Tess, who found it? Who sent it?
God, Miss Wings.
So let me get this straight. You're in charge of the mailroom. That's your job. Now, this piece of film was delivered to me today. It has no return address, no identification of any kind. Do you recognize it? Don't speak, just nod. But you can't tell me where it came from. Is that what you're saying? All right, get back to work. She's hiding something. I don't know what it is, but you're going to find out.
Tess, I've never seen you hold your tongue like that before.
Well, I didn't come here to lose my temper. I came here to help her find the truth.
She wants me to follow you around and take down notes on everything and then report back to her.
All right, now I lose my temper. She wants you to inform on me? That's the way it used to be. Friends selling out friends and trashing their beliefs. Libby is just adding fuel to the same fire that destroyed her father. And she used to be such a trusting little girl.
You knew her?
Yeah, I was Bud Glazer's angel in the 50s. when freedom was not ringing through the land. The only way this angel could take human form was as a maid. Good morning.
Looking for Bud Glazer, FBI?
Come in. Wait right here. I'll get him for you.
Take your hat off. It's not polite to wear your hat in the house.
You must be Libby.
And this is Charlie.
You got a birthday coming up next week, don't you?
How did you know?
What do you want?
Mr. Glazer, I have something for you.
What is it, Daddy?
Kind of like an invitation, only not to a birthday party.
All right, let's go. Get out!
Bud? What is it?
It's a subpoena from the committee. They're sending someone out from Washington next week. Make it nice and easy.
Why do you have to be the hero? You're not a communist.
Vera, don't. We've been over and over this.
We've been having this argument for too many years.
I wish Mommy and Daddy would never fight.
Oh, sweet baby. You dry your tears. Let's play charades. You like to play charades?
Okay.
Okay, I'll go first. Is that okay? Okay.
3 words? 3rd word. Me? 2nd word. Heart. Love. Love me. 1st word. Sky. Heaven. God.
Yes.
God loves me.
Yes, he does, you sweet baby. And don't you ever forget that. Yes, he does love you. Yes, he does.
Why doesn't Libby recognize you now?
Well, she was a little girl. And she's blocked out all that time because it was so painful. People don't like to remember pain. But sometimes remembering is the only way to heal.
That is enough.
Why? What's the matter, Mother?
I don't want to talk about it when you're drinking.
You don't want to talk about it when I'm sober. What is it, Mother? Are you jealous of Clive?
Jealous?
Is that it? Because he was Daddy's friend? Daddy's best friend?
He was no friend. He destroyed your father.
What are you talking about? How did Clive destroy Daddy?
Clive is the one who accused your father of being a communist. That's why he was blacklisted.
I don't believe it.
Neither did I. It happened at some secret hearing before you were born. I didn't know about it until the day Bud found out. It was your 6th birthday. Your father didn't die in a car accident. He killed himself.
Why didn't you ever tell me the truth?
I wanted you to have good memories of your father. I wanted to protect you. I still do.
How could you let me represent Clive all these years?
Sweetheart, Hollywood is full of people who named names.
I can't let Clive present that award.
Yes, you can. That's what I came here to tell you.
I will not watch the man who killed my father present an award to him.
Listen to me. It'll all be over in just a few days. And then we can put this behind us. Okay? That's my girl.
Monica, come in here. I need you to do something for me. Something that requires connections. Got any ins with the FBI?
What exactly are you looking for?
The truth. And I need it by Friday.
Tess, is it there? Libby says that FBI transcript better be in her hands before the ceremony tonight, or...
You're fired.
How could Clive keep people from finding out?
Some movie people were given a chance to testify in secret, clear their names without a lot of publicity. So Clive just told them the lie they wanted to hear.
I don't understand how he could betray his best friend.
Fear, baby. That committee had him good and scared. Clive did it to save his career.
If Bud wasn't a communist, why didn't he just clear his name and tell the truth?
Well, Bud tried to. But in those days, people weren't really looking for the truth. They were looking for names.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Glazer. Have a seat.
Let's get this over with. It's my daughter's birthday.
You must mean Libby. She's 6 years old. Oh, that's quite a party you've got planned. Oh, don't worry. It's only the three of us. I just want to say I am a big fan of your movies. I sure hope you'll be writing another one real soon.
Me too. My career has taken a bit of a nosedive.
Well, let's see if we can't get it to straighten up and fly right, hmm?
How do we do that?
By answering a few simple questions. Mr. Glazer, are you now, or have you ever been, a member of the Communist Party?
No.
But you know people who are.
Do you want the name of the Girl Scout that knitted socks for Russian soldiers back in World War II? Or the guy who accidentally wandered into a Communist Party meeting during college? No, you don't want the truth. You want names. And I am not going to give them to you.
Mr. Glazer, communism is the biggest enemy democracy has ever known. Are you with us or against us?
I am a good, loyal American. You know that, I know it, and my friends know it.
Let's talk about your friend, Clive Hathaway.
Clive is not a communist.
No. But he says you are.
What? I don't believe it.
There are a lot of things in this file I'm sure you won't believe. Phone conversations, photographs, medical records. According to your doctor, you and Vera were having trouble. But it looks like little Libby came along anyway.
What are you driving at, and what does it have to do with Clive?
Mr. Glazer, we have been watching you for years. You, your wife, your best friend. Now, our photographers aren't as professional as the ones at the studio. But you might find these interesting. Are you a member of the Communist Party?
I am a good, loyal American.
Are you with us or against us?
Clive is not a communist.
He says you.
Bud Glazer, I'm an angel sent from God to tell you to slow down. God doesn't want you to do this, no matter how bad the pain is. He wants you to know there's another way. A different way. God's way.
Shut up!
That's from your movie, Salvation's Child. The one you wrote to honor Libby. A little girl who needs you.
You're an angel. No wonder Libby loved you so much.
She loves you more than she loves me, and she needs you more.
Libby ever finds out the truth, give her this.
No, don't you understand? God wants you to live. God loves you.
Tell God I'm sorry.
Don't do this. Stop this car. Don't do this. Stop. Don't. Don't do this.
Tex, I'm gonna have to handle it from now on.
What happened to Bud's note? The note on the script for Libby.
Bud had it with him when he died.
And Clive's transcript?
I just hope that Libby will be able to handle what's inside better than Bud did.
The New York Times called him a soldier of truth. But Bud Glazer was more than just a humanitarian. He was a great writer. He was also a great friend.
Oh, look. Daddy's best friend.
Oh, Libby, you're late. I was beginning to get worried.
Have some champagne, Mother. It comes with the limo.
Haven't you had enough champagne for one?
No!
Excuse me, Miss Glazer, Miss King, you're on in a few minutes.
We'll be right there.
Daddy was right. The best things never last.
Clive Hathaway, September 15th, 1948?
Oh, Mother. I wanted it to be a surprise.
This is Clive's testimony. Where did you get this?
Monica, she's got connections. I'm gonna go out there and blow the truth wide open.
Libby, don't do this, please. It won't help anybody now.
He destroyed Daddy. I'm gonna destroy him.
Haven't enough people been hurt?
Yeah, but not the right ones.
Libby, please. You don't know what you're doing.
What are you so afraid of? It's time everyone knew the truth.
No, because once that comes out, the rest of it will.
What else is there?
The part they blacked out.
For God's sake, what more could there possibly be? You better tell me, or I'm going to go out there and...
All right. All right. Clive is your father.
I want the truth. All of it.
Shouldn't we wait until...
No!
When When the House Un-American Activities Committee began to target Hollywood, Bud insisted on getting involved.
Cut to the Clive part.
Clive was the only one I could really talk to. We were about to make a picture together, Prairie Skies. And
I see. While your husband was fighting for justice, you were off having a fling with his best friend.
It wasn't a fling. Just a sad little weekend. When Bud went to Washington the first time, he was gone 6 weeks. Libby, I felt so alone, so abandoned. Everything was falling apart. Nothing made sense anymore. People like Bud were going to prison. I was afraid. And weak.
You know something? I've never seen you cry.
I loved Bud. He was the only man I ever loved. When I found out I was pregnant, oh, he was so happy. How could I tell him? He's the father you should have had. And so I decided to let you both believe he was. Clive went along to save his career from scandal.
So the two of you went on playing your little charade. The loyal wife, the best friend.
I thought I could handle the guilt. It was my secret, and I darn well was going to make sure it stayed that way. And then, that night, on your birthday, Bud called from a phone booth. He told me they had pictures of Clive and me together. He found out from them that you weren't his child.
I can't believe that man is my father!
Excuse me. It's time to go on.
And I can't believe you're my mother.
Bud was also a family man. And there are two people he loved more than anyone in the world. His wife, Vera, and his daughter, Libby.
Your daughter never saw you cry, but God did.
I remember you.
No, you remember someone who washed the dishes and polished the silver and took out the garbage. And I am here on a cleanup mission, but I'm not the maid. I'm an angel.
I must be having a nervous breakdown.
Not a breakdown, a breakthrough. At least that's what God wants.
I don't believe in God.
Then what do you believe in?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I went wrong.
It's simple. You pretended that a lie was the truth, and you've been doing it for years, and it's the most difficult role you've ever played.
First I lost Bud. Now I've lost Libby. The only two people I've ever loved.
Well, love is never really lost, Vera, and you can always find it again through God. Because He loved you first. And best. Oh, let it out, baby. Let it all out.
This award is given in honor of those writers who fought the blacklist. I'm so proud to know that my friend Bud Glazer will finally be receiving his due. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to accept the award, please welcome Bud's wife, Vera King, and his daughter, Libby.
Where's Vera?
She didn't want to spoil our father-daughter reunion.
Oh, don't go, Clive. You're such an important part of what I'm about to say. Come on back. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening is all about the truth. Giving credit where credit is due. Putting names where they belong. Well, in the name of Bud Glazer, there's something I'd like to share with you. This is a very important document. One that hasn't been seen in many years. Clive, tell them what it is.
It looks like a script.
What?
With a note on it. In Bud's handwriting.
It says, "Dear Libby, no matter what they tell you, you'll always be my little girl." Go ahead, read the rest of it.
I love you, and that's the only truth that matters. Forgive us for what we've done to you. Daddy. Where did you get this?
I have the best connection of all, Libby. I am an angel sent by God. And he doesn't want you to make the same mistake that Bud made.
What mistake?
Bud couldn't deal with the truth. Can you?
What is going on?
Oh, Clive, God has a little message for you, too. He speaks to his children, and he thinks it's time that you spoke to yours.
Libby, I didn't deserve to be a father. What I did, there's no excuse. I was so in love with your mother. I thought if I just named Bud, maybe she'd leave him, and she wasn't in love with me. She was in love with Bud. It was a mistake. God, a big mistake.
Yeah, I guess I was too.
Well, that's not the way I heard it. And when I get the word, it is the word, if you get my meaning.
I know you. You work for me.
No, I work for God. But I've been telling you the truth since you were a little child. 3 words. First word, God. Second word, loves. Third word, you.
Tess?
That's right, baby. And now that you've remembered who I am, I want you to remember who you are. A child of God.
Bud loved you, Libby. He still does. You'll always be his little girl. And that's what he wanted you to know.
Ladies and gentlemen, I had something all prepared. But being up here has given me a new perspective. If Bud Glazer were here today, he'd want us all to know that there's a lot to be angry about. But when the anger takes over, it can destroy your life and the people you love. I know. Because I've spent most of my life drinking too much and trusting too little. Mother, come out here. On behalf of my mother and Clive, I'd like to thank you for giving us the chance to stand before you and tell you the real truth. The blacklist was a terrible thing. Friendships were destroyed. Families were destroyed. Lives were destroyed. And all because people were afraid to tell the truth, to live the truth. We can't let that happen anymore, because if we do, it means that Joe McCarthy won and God lost. Bud Glazer wrote the movie you're about to see, Salvation's Child. It asks the question, what if we weren't free to believe in God? It was written in a time when many of our freedoms were in jeopardy. The freedom to disagree, to think, to love, even the freedom to forgive. Tonight, you have not just restored credit to my daddy. You have restored the truth. And now he's finally free. I thank you for that. And I thank God.